Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cooking Row with the Brooklyn Boys? What's up, you guys? This is Gustavo De Santis, and I promise you, today I was gonna discuss a different topic, but when I saw the LVMH was gonna acquire 50% of the company owned by Jay-Z, it was like paradise to me. It was just too much fun not to discuss it. First of all, because Jay-Z is one of my favorite rappers. So before we get into the video, guys, please smash the like button and subscribe. Jay-Z, again, he is my favorite rapper. But Jay-Z is also a legend, a rapper, a producer, a serial entrepreneur, and an investor. Everybody knows about LVMH, which is a French conglomerate that specializes in luxury goods, and in the year 2020 generated more than $50 billion in revenues in one financial year. What's gonna be so interesting about this video? The cool part is that in order to understand all the pieces of the cake, we need also to analyze some Jay-Z lyrics and put them into context in order to understand some financial value indications and some branding concepts. And this is just gonna be so much fun, but it's also gonna bring so much value. So let's get right into it. If you think this is just a millennial topic, let's crunch some numbers in order to understand the value of the company and the value of the market in which a company operates. Let's remember that in 2018, Armand de Brignac was given a value of $250 million. In order to have a bit more of context now, let's analyze the song in which there is Jay-Z, Meek Mill and Rick Ross, which is called What's Free. And je suis désolé for my French now, it's gonna be wrong. Jay-Z says, I'm 50% of Deuce and it's debt free, 100% Ace of Spades worth alpha B. Here we need to contextualize as well. Ace of Spades is the way in which Jay-Z refers to the brand Armand de Brignac. And this is going to be fundamentals in order to understand the discussion and the branding concept behind Armand de Brignac. And also, Jay-Z in this sentence says that the company is worth alpha B, which means alpha billion, which means 500 million. And for sure, this is not a 100% real valuation of the company, but this is giving an idea of the game that we're playing here. Market size. According to the Comité Professionnel du Vin de Champagne, champagne sales in 2020, due to COVID-19 and the shutdown of restaurants and clubs, fell to less than 250 million barrels sold in the year 2020. And the quarter sales fell to more or less 4 billion euros, and there was a decline of almost 18%. We have to consider that also LVMH had a decline in sales and a decline in profit for the niche of the spirits and alcohol. In fact, they had an operating profit of 1.4 billion billion euros that declined almost 20% in year 2020, and an operating turnover that was around 4.5 billion in the year. So we can see that the whole market was declining, as every market, of course, during the COVID-19 period. But from this pandemic, of course, there can be an opportunity for LVMH to strengthen the brand and acquire new assets, which in this case is Armand de Brignac. What is LVMH gonna buy through this acquisition? Mr. Shaw says that it's gonna buy an unconventional way to serve the market and the possibility to understand how the market will behave in the future. And I think this is such a boss move. In reality, they're buying a very strong asset, which is Armand de Brignac, but they're also buying the branding that comes with buying a company that was owned by Jay-Z. And this is going to be so powerful. There are three main reasons for which I think this is going to be super successful. First of all is gross margin. Each bottle is sold between $300 and $1,000. Let's keep in mind that a vintage bottle can be sold for $100K, $100,000. So gross margin on the sale of a single product should be pretty high. Then the second reason is logistic distribution and production. This is going to be super important because LVMH is one of the biggest distributors of alcohols and spirit worldwide, and this is going to be a boost to the sales of Armand de Brignac. On the other side, the company is also going to put 1,600 hectares to the production of Armand de Brignac, which before was produced in France in a business that was like, we can say, family-owned management, but this is going to be so much bigger and is going to give so much more production capacity for the brand. And third one, and super important one, is going to be virality. Everybody knows LVMH in the luxury niche, it's super prestigious, it's super good, but we're also talking about Jay-Z. This guy, in 2 months, sold almost 50 million of tickets of people that were willing to go see him in stadium for his last album. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be huge. Boss move again. Congrats. Street culture is shaping the luxury world so much, and this is beautiful, sick, mad. In a 2006 song from Jay-Z, Show Me What You Got, Real Lady, there is Jay-Z going to a sick party in Monaco. He goes to the poker table, looks at a beautiful woman in the eyes, and he's ordering an Armand de Brignac bottle. Beautiful, 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 beautiful marketing just in 2006 when Jay-Z was just becoming an investor in the company, and in the same video, Jay-Z was attacking another company, refusing the bottle that the waiter was bringing because he wanted Armand de Brignac. Mad. Beautiful stuff, beautiful story, beautiful marketing, great execution, and great street culture. On the topic, Jay-Z says since he's from Brooklyn, since he's from the streets of Brooklyn, where he's from, people really want to celebrate life if they get to 50 years old and they do well. And this is just the way in which the new branding is happening in the luxury world, but more in general to the consumer products, and this is the way in which the street is influencing this scene. Also, we have to think that those were two very, very different and faraway worlds, and right now they're coming together. Right now they're coming together, and this is a revolution. This is unseen. I love it. I just love it. And this is not the first case at all. Rihanna, the singer, has a cosmetic brand with LVMH as well. Gucci Mane is representing the Italian company Gucci. A$AP Rocky is representing Dior, and in the past, in 2017, Tequila Casamigo of George Clooney was acquired for $1 billion in 2017. What a wonderful world are we living in? How is everything gonna change in the future? Because this is what we do on this channel. We take the street, bring it to the business world, and then dream about the future. A couple of months ago, Jay-Z announced that he was gonna start a fund which is gonna invest in minority ownership of startups. But wait a minute, wasn't Jay-Z selling that stuff on the Brooklyn streets around 30 years ago? Yes. Isn't the investor supposed to wear a suit and a tie? Yes. But not just that. Entrepreneurs are changing, investors are changing, and the way investors and entrepreneurs get to the top is changing. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next years. There are going to be things that we don't even imagine. For example, something that might happen in the future is that everybody's going to become an investor. Investors are going to gather on Reddit, and they're going to decide a short squeeze, and investors didn't even know what a short squeeze was 3 weeks before. Oh, wait a minute. That already happened. And I don't know if it's right or wrong, but happened. Can't wait to see what the next thing is gonna happen that right now looks crazy, but in the future is gonna be just normal. And please, 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 don't be a boomer, because being a boomer has nothing to do with age, but being a boomer is more of an attitude. And that's everything for today's video. As always, peace for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, do many amazing things. Ciao guys, everyone!